Power 106.
Yeah.
The LA Leakers. You know what time it is. Just incredible.
Sour milk.
And we got London on the track.
You dig?
London, man, what's up, bruh?
Hey, what's happening? What it do?
Welcome to the Liftoff Show, man.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for coming up here tonight.
You already know.
You've been spending a lot of time in LA?
Actually, I only been here for about 19 hours.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Yeah, so-
Come right to the Liftoff
Almost
Show.
20. Almost been 24. Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet, but we almost close.
That's right, but I'm sure you dig being out in Cali.
Yeah, I love Cali. I just actually moved here.
Oh, you got a spot out here?
Yeah, but I won't be all the way in till like another few weeks. But
Okay, all right. We in work mode right
yeah,
now.
in work mode, grind mode. We
So,
grinding.
talk to the people, man. I know you got your hands on 100 different things.
Oh, yeah, 100 different things.
What's the priorities right now?
Right now, I got a tour finna come up. It starts actually this Sunday, and it actually ends like November, I think. It's a lot of tour dates. I'll be all over the country, outside of a few states, cities out the country.
Okay.
Also, I'm working on my album. It's called Who Would've Known. A lot of big, good features that, I have never worked with, and a lot of them that I have worked with that people love to see me work with.
Dope.
You're
producing the whole thing?
I'm producing the whole thing.
Man, what's that like going in for the full body of work for your own project, man?
It's like something that I've been wanting to do, so I'm finally able to do it, and I'm going to capitalize.
Yeah. Have you been like saving the special joints for yourself, or as I'm sure when someone comes to your studio, it's like open up the laptop.
Yeah, pretty much. It's called Who Would've Known because of the songs that I make with artists, and they don't think that could have been a single. That I think it's a single. So if they would've known, I would've known. So who would've known that? Me, I known it. So I made it my single.
You've made a lot of big records, man. Let's just take one for example. Let's say Lifestyle Rich Gang.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody else pass on that before it became Lifestyle? Like, was there artists that you gave that beat to that were like, nah, give me
No, it
something
wasn't.
else?
It was actually all curated in the kitchen in Young Thug's old apartment. It was in his kitchen, and we created from scratch. He laid down, he freestyled the whole song, and I put the whole song together.
That's crazy.
So some stuff sounds like it's mumbling on it. It's because of me. I take the blame for that because I put the whole song together.
Yeah, I've never actually looked up the lyrics. What is he saying? Like, what is?
There's that part.
Yeah, is he saying anything, or is he literally just mumbling?
He actually is saying something, but people, if you're from Atlanta, you understand everything he's saying. But I understand that I recorded it and I put it together. So I guess it's just the slang how we talk.
That's right.
I was like, maybe he's just like, it's like a catchy mumble.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
sing along.
Oh, it sounds good. So
Everybody sings it in the club though.
Crazy.
They probably don't know what the fuck they're saying, but
they'll sing along.
Yeah.
They sing their ass
yeah,
off.
that's all that matters. As long as they sing along with it.
So, man, you got the new album coming out very soon. Is there a date on it, or are you just finishing up the final touches?
Hey, I haven't put a date on it. But it'll be very, very soon this year for sure. So.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
I could imagine you've been in some epic sessions, man.
Mm-hmm,
What is some that come to mind? You've produced some of our favorite records.
Mm-hmm.
You know, songs we play all night on the radio, and of course in the clubs.
Right.
What's one of the moments?
sessions?
Yeah.
I feel like all my sessions are moments. That's all I do is make moments, really. So I don't, come in with sending beats. I'll, make a beat from scratch and you kind of like catch the vibe with artists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And figure out what they're on. So I like to read their mind and, hear what they're doing, what they want to do, let them tell me their story.
Right.
And then I just make the beat around what they're doing. How they feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, because I do it all. I do pop, R&B, rap, all that. So I want to, feel their vibe and be able to, create around there.
Right.
Is there someone that has a unique way of recording, like something that caught you off guard?
Doug is my favorite artist as far as recording and talent wise, everything. He's just an all around ball player. So I think he's the most talented guy ever been in the studio.
Does he write anything, or is it?
He don't write a single word.
It's amazing.
Never writes a word. I don't think I ever seen. I've been knowing Thug since I was 14. I don't think I ever seen him write a word ever in my life.
Wow. And how did all this start for you? Obviously, now to where you're at now, you got tons of hit records under your belt. But where did it all start for you?
It started with me rapping. I come from Atlanta, well, I'm originally from Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, but I moved to Atlanta when I was like 9, 10 years old. And it started me rapping. And, you know, I went to a school called Westlake High School. It was a lot of violence. It was a lot of stuff going on. You know, I was like the hottest guy in the school. I was a popular dude, rapping. And I feel like I got known rapping before even making beats. And we was very popular in the city, and I was the guy making the beats for all the street guys. You know, everybody that's from the streets. So my name was built in Atlanta first. And then, you know, me and Thug, we've been doing music. Like I said, we was in the streets doing music. We had nothing else to do. So I made, you know, I went to college when I was 18 for about 6-7 months. And it was kind of like a military school or something. It like the hours wasn't a kind of hours I wanted to wake up. It felt like high school almost. So, you know, I came back home after like 6-7 months because I didn't want to do it. And I just wasn't prepared to do that kind of stuff. So I came home, got back in with Thug, and we made a lot of hit records.
And what was the first record that you know you saw success from?
Hookah.
Yeah, the Tiger joint.
Yeah, Tiger Hookah. It was, and the Hookah song was originally me and Thug, and we sit at the Tiger. He laid down verses, and we let him have the song.
Damn, that's crazy,
record.
man.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, so are you doing? Are you rapping on this album, or is it just all production?
This album, I'm not. This album is a compilation of all A-list artists. Yeah. Some of my artists on there, and the next album will be me rapping.
Dope.
So first, I'm show and prove of what I can do, and make the people believe in what I do with production as an artist. And then next, I'm gonna tell my story.
Nice.
That's dope.
Who were some of the artists or producers or sounds that you looked up to growing up? Influencers.
Right. I could say Drummer Boy. He's from Memphis, Tennessee as well. It's a lot of people I looked up to as far as, making music and stuff.
Anybody from the West?
Dr. Dre is, a good, inspiration, motivation kind of guy. I like, him as a businessman. Yeah. He's a smart business guy, so I look up to him as a business person, and I like what he accomplished and what he did in his career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely I liked all his music that he's done for, 50 Cent, Eminem, Tupac, Snoop, NWA. Definitely a huge inspiration. But my favorite music or style that I looked up to was definitely Drummer Boy.
Was it always hip hop growing up? Like
no, it was R&B. I listened to. I played in church when I was young. I started when I was like 5-6 years old. A lot of people in my family. I stayed in the house with a lot of people in Memphis, Tennessee when I was growing up before I moved to Atlanta, and all of us did something in church.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I was a guy playing the organs and the piano, and my cousin would probably play the drums. My girl cousin was singing in the choir. And it was like a whole house full of us. It's like 13 kids living in one house. Grandma, granddaddy. My mama stayed on the road. She was back and forth. So,
what was your family hesitant to like let you get into music at a young age like that, or were they supportive of it?
Yeah, my family been supportive. Always been. Whatever I want to do. When I was that young, I just did music. It's just natural. You know what I'm saying? I was a big basketball. I wanted to be a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Sports. I was into sports when I was growing up. So when I knew I had it in me, when I knew that music was, my passion, is when I, was be able to tell my story, and I had actual fans, people that looked up to me in my city in a young age. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? These people really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So I kept doing it.
Bro, you've produced tracks for so many different artists. One of them, being T.I., and it's like you being a young man growing up in the city, hearing his influence and the impact he's had on hip hop, and then you get the call to work with him. I mean, what's that like?
T.I. definitely, one of the good guys in Atlanta, and me and Thug at the time, we went to the studio and with him, and, I turned on the beat. and we rocked out from there and made us a hit single.
Legendary.
That was probably the first beat I played in the studio. I didn't play no other beat. It's like, okay, I know this a hit. Let me play this.
Pull this one up.
And I knew Thug was gonna like it, so right when Thug went in, he did the verse first, busting at the bendo.
Oh, so Thug hadn't even cut nothing to that
It
previously.
was nothing. It was all from scratch.
Damn.
At the time, I just believed in that. I believed in a lot of beats. I know the vibe. I pick up the vibe when I get in the studios. I know
Yeah.
where everybody feeling. I just look around and like, okay, but if people smoking, I know people want to hear some club shit. If people sober and nobody in there, they kind of inspired. It doesn't really matter. They just they want to hear some inspiration.
Yeah.
So I felt like All About the Money was very inspirational kind of beat. Had choirs, organs, pianos, in it. So when I played it, it just was automatic.
Dope.
Bruh.
You have a very impressive track record. Everybody from Drake to Gucci to Tip to Chains. Is there anybody that you want to work with that you haven't had a chance to yet?
There's definitely somebody I want to work with. Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande,
Okay.
Nice.
Selena Gomez.
Trying to touch that world.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best answer, to let you know, who I want to work with. Everybody else I didn't feel like I didn't work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you look for in new artists? I'm sure you get approached all the time. What's something that gets? And I feel like everybody's rapping. Everyone, is want to take a shot at this. I mean, my follow up question is, what do you tell those individuals who think this shit's easy to do? But you being a superstar producer, artist, writer, what are some things you look for
In an artist?
Yeah.
Humble and hungry.
Can take direction.
Yes, I want them to be hungry for it. I want them to work 24/24.
Beat you to the studio
Yes.
every
Yes.
morning.
Yes.
And leave.
I want them to be ahead of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you learn a lot from your artists? Is it that type of collaborative effort in the studio with you?
Do I learn a lot from my artists?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them.
That brings-
I got a few artists, so yeah, I learned from a few of them. Some of them, with me, I'm still, grinding. I got a new reason to even grind more because I got a son. I just had a son
Nice.
like
Congrats.
9 months ago. Appreciate it.
Congrats.
So he make me work, even harder. But I just want if you're gonna be my artist, or if you looking up to be signing me or rocking with me, then I want you to work 10 times harder than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you said, I want them to beat me to the studio,
Sure.
beat me to a meeting, or beat me to the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want them to work 10 times harder as I do.
And what's something that a younger you didn't know that today you're like, damn, it's like this out here. You know what I'm saying? That you could give advice to these cats out here who want to make it.
You just gotta be careful with business in this game. It's a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just make the right decisions.
Careful who
You
you let
just
in the
gotta be
circle.
careful who you signing to, and doing business with.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's what I learned. I learned that
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
If people want to get in contact with you, man, what's your Twitter, Instagram, all that?
It's London on the track with a DA, not a THE. So look up that.
Right.
You'll find me everywhere.
That's right.
Twitter, shit, MySpace, goddamn.
Yeah, all of that.
Snapchat.
Yeah. You got a big
And make sure another thing I want to say. Y'all make sure y'all be at Hard Summer this week, Sunday.
Monday. Yeah.
I'm going crazy. The production gonna be crazy. It's gonna be very inspirational, just like my beats.
That's right.
Not only my beats, only my records as well. I'm dropping my first single next week, and I don't want to say who's on it,
Come
but
on.
yeah, no. Dylan, should I say who's on it?
Are you?
All right,
well,
so
wait, are we
see,
playing it Sunday at the show? We thinking about it?
Yeah, if you come, you come, I'll play it. All right, but now, I'm definitely going, play the record
Dope.
Sunday. So, it's going to be a very great show.
Does his name rhyme with Sung Hug?
Is it what?
Sung Hug? Does it rhyme with that?
Does the song rhyme with
No,
that?
No,
the
does the
artist
artist?
that's featured on it.
Song Hug. Maybe.
You know what?
It might.
Blink if it does rhyme with that.
Eyes wide open.
Nah, I don't blink.
That's the other thing you got to be
blink.
careful of in this industry is tricky interviewers.
Right.
We try to get you
Exactly. They try to catch you. That's why you got to take your time. Please take your time when you answer.
That's
all
right,
right.
man.
That's all you got to do.
Bruh, thank you for coming by tonight.
I appreciate you having me.
Congratulations on all the success. And I feel like, dude, you're just getting warmed up, bro.
I'm just getting warmed
Just
up.
getting warmed up.
Mhm.
Look out for the new album,
Who would have known?
London on the Track with the LA Leakers on Power 106. Thanks for coming by, bro.
Slap.